into snow. We'll have the details, so let's get started. Size Eyes on the Sky starts right now.
It's Wednesday night on ISU TV. Broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa, this is Size Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest-running television show brings you the weather around the country, in Iowa, Ames, and beyond. The Iowa State Meteorology Department's team of forecasters keeps you ahead of the next weather system. Size Eyes on the Skies starts now.
And welcome back. I'm joined here with the legendary meteorologist Sam Schreier. Sam, what a wacky Wednesday.
Oh, it is a wacky Wednesday. It's a wacky Wednesday at the station here. All sorts of technical difficulties. That's why we're on at 6:54 instead of 6:50.
True, but we got on. Let's talk about the weather. It started out as rain this morning, and in fact,
snowed?
Our high temperature today was reached at midnight, of 49 degrees, and then it just started plummeting throughout the day with the rain.
A huge cloud deck too. It was actually really interesting, neat. These big, thick cumulus clouds up in the sky most of the afternoon, and then even it was really neat this afternoon. There were like just streaks where the clouds kind of parted and like sunlight was coming through, and it was just this like blue sky almost between these big, thick gray clouds. It was really interesting, but then the rain started falling.
Oh, cold?
It had been cold. Actually, rain had been falling that morning. It started in the night, and then it kind of tampered off a little bit through kind of the morning, and then really kicked back going again in the afternoon.
It seemed to just persist all day, and I actually wore shorts today because I thought it was going to be slightly warmer.
Poor choice.
But no, I was almost getting hypothermia with my legs. With that cold rain, I almost hoped it would have turned into snow because it was kind of on me so much.
Yeah, it was really cold. I mean, it had been cold all the way in the atmosphere coming down, and there was a north wind, which really just makes it worse. So now you've got this cold rain sticking to you, and then this wind just coming at you. And it was kind of a windy day, actually, today. Winds slowly growing over the day, kind of reaching about 10 or even more miles per hour. So it was just kind of nasty.
What a
today.
drastic difference, too, from yesterday, where Des Moines
70,
hit 70 degrees yesterday here in Ames.
70 is like 15 degrees above the normal for this time of year. So, I mean, it was like we went from nice, beautiful sunny conditions to cold, rainy, and snowy.
That's what we get here in Iowa, especially in the fall time. But let's talk more about Iowa, and let's go over to meteorologist Zach Sharpe. Zach, what is
how's it going?
Pretty good. What's going on with this Iowa weather?
Well, yeah, like you were saying, it snowed today. Walking home from agronomy today, I was covered in ice pellets, and our own Samantha Santu was talking about how she came running in. You were there too, and she came running in, and she's like, "Oh, it's ice pelleting outside," but hopefully it doesn't stick around long. But you want to take a look at the day planner?
Let's.
Okay, let's find out what's going on in the day planner. So tonight at midnight, we can expect 33 degrees with some snow showers maybe, or a rain mix, a wintry mix, before 1 o'clock in the morning. But we can expect winds from the north between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., we can expect the sun coming out, and it's a high of 28 degrees with a north wind between 10 and 15 miles per hour. And for your walk home from school tomorrow, expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 46 and a northeast wind around 10 miles per hour. But there could be some wind on the way, but I'll let you know later as I do the full forecast for Iowa.
So it all pretty much depends tonight on how cold it actually gets in terms of how much snow we will get.
Yeah, it really does. Between that wintry mix or full snow, you could sort of lean toward full snow, but probably not accumulations. And the ground temperatures are too warm for it to stick, but maybe some slight accumulations in grassy areas.
All right, I'm sure you'll talk more about it later. Thanks,
I
Zach. All right, we're going to go to a quick break right now, but stay tuned. We have lots more weather in store. Come back.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
And welcome back. Let's first of all go to the trivia question for tonight. And here it is. Steele Jantz was once asked if he feared anything. What was his answer? A, that answer that I can't pronounce, andolenophobia. B, cowardly death. C, bunnies. Or D, nothing. So why don't you ponder that question? And while you ponder it, let's go over to the wall with meteorologist Sam Schreier for national weather. Sam.
Thanks very much, Josh. I'm meteorologist Sam Schreier, bringing you your national weather segment for today. Now, it's been especially interesting in Iowa, and not just Iowa, all around the country, as we've had cold temperatures kind of sink into most of the Midwest and over parts on the east, and we've had snow all over. Colorado actually has had quite a bit more snow. I've got a friend who lives out there, sent me a lot of cool pictures of all the snow she's gotten out there. Tomorrow's temps, let's take a look. Now, 40s over here in the Midwest, dropping down into Iowa especially, then over there over in the northwestern part of the country. Those guys are going to see 40s. Most of the country, however, is going to be seeing 50s all the way over to the east coast parts there, and then mostly the Midwest, over into a little bit of California. Then the southern part of the country is going to be hitting the 60-degree temps, and then 70s over there on the far southwestern part of the country. Taking a look at our jet stream, this is a bit of an old jet stream. This is from our Halloween show that was on Monday. We're having a bit of graphics issues, but it was probably a very scary jet stream. Temperatures just plummeting as that air mass moved in, jet stream bringing cold air down into the U.S. Looking at our surface map right now, not quite correct. Again, having a little bit more graphics issues, but on this day we had rain with a low front sitting over there and a stationary front providing that rain, keeping it over there on the western part of the coast. Right now, actually, what we would have had going on is we've had rain and snow, or most rain, just moving slightly over Iowa, moving over towards the eastern part of the state. And again, I'm having Zach click for me because with our graphics issues, we're also having clicker issues, so I can't click. So right now, I'm just relying on him. This is a bit of an old national next ride right now. We've got rain, moving off into the eastern part of the state. Our 6 to 10 day temperatures, we're going to see colder conditions, especially over on this part of the state, or this part of the country, the western part, and then over on the east coast, and then the mid-east coast, warmer temperatures. See a bit of a warm-up for them. Taking a look at our 6 to 10 day precip conditions, it's going to be wet. Most of the country, western coast, mostly wet, and then the Midwest is sliding a little bit over to the east. Again, wet, with our eastern coast being mostly dry. That's all I've got for national. Let's send it back to Josh at the desk.
Thanks, Sam. Hopefully that Iowa wetness will not be in terms of snow. We'll find out that out after the break as Zach does Iowa weather, so stay tuned.
My name is Fernanda. I'm the wife of a teacher. Budget cuts affected my husband's salary, so I'm picking up some part-time work. We're doing everything we can to make sure our kids eat today. Tomorrow, I just don't know. Fernanda, how'd I do?
Well, I usually fold the underwear first.
I meant the acting, but good to know.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Yes, ready.
Oh, come on, Randy. Animal shelter, here I come. And no, I'm not crazy or emotionally damaged. That's a stereotype. I just belong to a total loser. I'm a good dog. So if you want a pet, adopt. And if you see Randy, tell him he dropped his wallet.
And welcome back. Let's go back to the trivia answer now. And remember, the question was Steele Jantz was once asked if he feared anything. What was his answer? The correct answer is A, of course, and it's pronounced anatidophobia. So, interesting there. Wonder if he even knows what that means. Kind of cocky. But anyways, let's go back to the wall. For Iowa weather was Zach Sharpe. Zach.
Good evening, ladies. Thank you, Josh. Let's take a look at your Iowa weather for this evening. Today we experienced some snow showers, if my graphics would like to go. Thank you, Sam. Like we said, we have technical difficulties tonight. Probably get that fixed for next show. But today we experienced some snow showers briefly, but let's take a look at your almanac today. Today we experienced a high of 46, but that dropped pretty drastically because at 2 o'clock this afternoon, this read 38 degrees. Normal's 46, but we dropped, so that we were below normal today, but our record was 82. Current conditions are 35 degrees out. Right now we're having mostly rain, but there could be a mix of a wintry mix with north winds of 15 to 20 miles per hour. Currently around the state, we have Storm Lake looking at 39 degrees, Clarinda 35, and the Quad Cities 44, about the same across the state right now. The 30s around the state, about normal. We'll continue on here. So tonight we expect a mostly, this 28 degrees, but it just depends how low we get, because if we stay above 32, this could be a wintry mix, but we could expect mostly snow early, stopping before 1 o'clock this morning. But snow early, then winds around north-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow we can expect mostly sunny skies, which will be nice, with a north-northwest wind of 10 to 15 miles per hour with a high of 48, about normal for this time of year. And taking a look at your extended outlook, like I said, tomorrow 48 degrees with a low of 24. That will feel wonderful for some of us. A high of 52, 57 on Saturday. A nice warm up. This will look wonderful. On Sunday, 52, and on Monday, a high of 54. So maybe a slight warm up, if you want to call it that, but not much. So.
Wow. Looks like no other snow chances in the forecast then.
Well, not yet. But if you want to look at Fantasy Model Land, you can probably say maybe in a couple weeks. But we'll hint at that.
You get some more moisture come in with some full temps.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, I don't know if you looked at Model. Yeah, but
not Fantasyland.
Yeah, okay, but you know how accurate those are.
Yeah.
But no, Model Fantasyland wants to spit out much cold temps that can dip way in the south, and if we had some moisture, it's not bringing in moisture, but if we had moisture, we could hint maybe at snow, but not.
Well, Model Fantasyland, about a week or so was predicting really cold temps for this week, so I mean, it's kind of true. I didn't know about snow for sure, though,
but you, like the word says, Fantasyland.
Model Fantasyland.
Yeah, you might as well dream about unicorns.
So the football game this weekend, though, it's where is it played?
Iowa State plays Kansas here at Hilton, and what you said, talk to me about this weekend. Tell me about your forecast.
Oh, it's going to be warm, which should be nice, but it could be breezy. The winds could gust up at 30 miles per hour, so hopefully maybe still Jans plays. He'll throw it into the wind.
Maybe. I don't know. He could probably throw it through the wind.
I don't know. I sort of like our freshman player. He does better.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially after the win this past weekend.
That's true. He wins us some games.
Yeah.
Texas shouldn't be too much of a battle. And, I'm glad it's going to be nice out. I'm glad there's not going to be freezing rain.
56, that's pretty nice.
56, and just, it's lighter.
It's on the cool side.
I mean, it's a little cold. It's normal, though.
Oh, yeah. But it's not the 28 degrees we're expecting tonight.
It's like you got to go to a football game in a winter coat, though, once in a while. So, like.
Do we have a forecast for the game score, Sam?
I don't know.
Zach,
no.
We both need to give a forecast for the game score.
I'm going to say Iowa State wins 28 to 10.
Okay, almost crushing, okay.
Almost crushing. They get a couple points on us because Steele Jans throws a couple interceptions.
Well, let's hope we win. So I'm just going to say Iowa State wins. I'm not going to throw out scores because that's not – okay, but if I had – let's say this. Okay. 100 to 0. How about that?
Oh,
100
all right.
to 0.
All right.
This is Mike.
Write it down so we can compare it.
How many touchdowns is that? Almost infinity. Okay. Interesting. Well, my forecast would be that Iowa State will win in overtime by 2 points. So we'll see what happens. But that's all the time we have for tonight, unfortunately. But join us next Monday for our next episode of Size Eyes on the Skies for Sam, Zach, and myself. Good night.